Previously on Refantazio, our heroes encountered and defeated the horrific monster known as a human? That's a new one. They meet up with their contact in the military and discuss their next steps of what to do about the cursed prince. They come to the conclusion that Lord Luis must have been the one to curse him and that he must die to lift the curse. As such, our heroes begin the perilous trek to the capital through the woods and the abandoned mines. Should be an easy trek, surely.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
The ground makes a poor bed.
A poor bed.
Well, you're just gonna have to rough it until we're back to the capital. I wanted to tell you though, when the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean,
oh, you heard a voice too?
Been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
Nah. It's kind of your fault. I'm not an asshole.
Not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you.
I mean, you did kind of turn into transform into something.
Insomnia's good for? Catching up on reading.
Ooh, book time.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can.
Aw, no book lore? What the f? That's not weird at all.
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting.
Alright, what race are you? Human?
Now you've acquired a most interesting power.
Oh no, it's one of the horned people. Who the heck is this?
You truly are an intriguing one. Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading.
Ah, you were the guy that was isekai'd. Or possibly sent to the past, I'm not sure which.
A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia.
Okay.
Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place.
Oh,
me a bit
that's rough, man.
honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
Sounds good to me. What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magla within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
I don't know, weird emo guy. You seem kind of odd. But sure, you know what? I like power. And you're offering me power.
Bargain is struck then.
The scholar in search of utopia, more. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy body with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Huh, okay.
See what manner of story you'll weave.
This party can now study the Seeker once unlocked in.
And this is
Okay,
our
so there's like different archetypes we're gonna unlock
later.
eventually.
Basic
I can sense
followers
the
is the
heroic
main
body
way
and
we're
the
gonna
Seeker
unlock
from
new
more.
classes for the characters.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
I don't like the countdown that the narrator keeps doing.
From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected.
Because our heroes can't use the main road to get into the capital for fear of being caught, they have to sneak in through a mine to get there. This mine was quite lucrative at one point, but it's been abandoned quite suddenly. The reason why is something we'll discover quite soon enough.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting
Oh, there's like secret tech in there.
continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
After trudging through a lengthy tutorial forest, our heroes finally make it to the mines after being ambushed and discovering they were being followed by somebody. Why they're being followed is a different story. We don't know yet.
Here we are. It looks so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was abandoned. Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left within. I'll happily trade some illegal miners for armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside? You're not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it. But there's probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will we be safe around them? Fear not. Most of them are the same miners who worked here before the closure. Besides, it'd be against their best interests to cause a scene and risk the crown theocracy coming down on this place, right? Oh, it sounds like there won't be a problem then. Are you all ready? Yeah, let's go. If our pursuers catch up with us, it'll be a whole mess of trouble that I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste. I love this music, by the way. Nord Mines.
However,
It's dead quiet. Are you sure there are still people working here? That's disquieting stillness, you feel? Those are your instincts alerting you to the bloodthirst in the air. Judging by the people who were after us before, then it's likely...
Stop! Don't move!
Halt, deserters!
Don't you dare move!
You're trapped like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we walked right into an ambush. They've got us at a disadvantage, catching us in this narrow bottleneck. We need to turn back now. It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately. You've got nowhere to run. If you don't comply, then the miners will pay the price for your insolence. This is a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human. Oh yes, we're all aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Our orders is to not let anyone escape. Well, it appears we've stepped into a whole damned conspiracy. We have no choice. We have to fight our way through. Turns out all these goons went down in one shot, and then we find something quite unexpected.
We're pushing through, boys.
Look!
Over there, someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you.
I didn't
Oh, wait, they're talking. I don't need to speak.
Please. Don't kill me.
The life is gone from his eyes.
Why?
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move.
I'm gonna guess it was Kingly, maybe? What?
Oh, wait.
Isn't that just as I thought? It all makes sense now. It appears that we're expected. Oh, it was Kingly. Wait, is his name Kingly or?
Find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
I always knew the fat bastard. Oh, Klinger, right.
Stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins.
Your assassins are kind of weak, not gonna lie.
Bastard. You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters die. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago. The first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Oh.
Oh, yes, that might have been a name.
I love how he doesn't even barely remembers. What a piece of shit.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Ooh, is he gonna get his archetype now?
Stay back!
Help me!
You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
Ooh.
O thou who art seared with bitterness,
Awaken!
thou and
Persona! I mean,
for thou
archetype.
choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What?
Alright, now tear out your own heart.
Oh, no, I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory.
Whoa, what
Wait,
the?
the real world, little lordling.
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you!
What even is that?
My name is Leon.
What's like a microphone?
Palliators. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand.
Where'd this crowd come from? Oh damn, pyrotechnics too.
Come, I will show you a world with honor.
What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that. This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash. You lot, get to it! Cover me!
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserved.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Okay, what else you got? Oh, you only have diagonal slash.
Hack and slash. The freedom of a wand. Let's go. Scour.
Take out his little subordinates. Defense rose. Oh my god, they're just gonna raise his defense to high hell.
I'll cut you down. Face your unabided power. Wind. Still here?
Take this! Curse you!
Die! Die!
So he can just use fire at any time, I guess. Damn.
Are you prepared?
Do I use your heal? Yeah, I might as well. Man, that says weak heal, but that healed me for my entire HP bar. That's crazy.
You'll see here.
Hack and slash.
Die!
It's not weak to wind. Not weak to wit. Not weak to fire.
I won't hold back.
Oh wait, no, not that one.
Scour.
I mean, I guess we just keep using magic on him until he dies.
Die, warrior!
Not a whole lot of stuff I can do here.
Still up? Critical hit!
Ooh, critical. And he's down. He didn't even use his, like, special ability, I think. Captain's uniform. Nice.
If I say so myself.
Hey. Hey.
Strive for greater.
Okay, so his luck went up. Let's get your magic up. Because your magic's like your main damage right now, it seems. Oh, new skill. Increases one ally's attack by attack for 3 turns. Okay, sounds good to me.
Impossible!
No, quite possible. You're pretty out of shape, buddy.
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How
I could see it.
did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
You're already one of us.
You're already one of us.
Thank you. I'll remember this.
What if Grius is gonna get his archetype? Or if he's the NPC that dies.
Onward.
The proud noble, Stroll. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Bond acquired. Bondo.
Together we stand.
Warrior archetype. The party can now study the warrior. Oh, fancy. I feel struck by inspiration. I found a new way to harness this power. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the warrior from Stroll. There's gonna be a lot of handshaking in this.
What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, Isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean?
Huh? Wait, what?
Oh, is she getting pulled to the library too? Ah, she got pulled to the library. That's so funny.
Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
More or less.
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing, no? He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second. Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me.
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always, but now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Yeah.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage.
Oh, we have another one.
Bond with her, and a new power yet.
I love how we never shook hands.
I won't lead you astray.
The party can now study the mage. Oh, interesting. So there's three subclasses for the mage. Looks like maybe one subclass for the seeker, or two subclasses for the seeker, two subclasses for the warrior. You can sense the heroic embodiment of the mage from Garcia.
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating.
Yeah, really.
You understand what just happened. By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle.
Nice.
As an example,
I wonder if she could actually fight alongside us now.
Patch. He seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What?
Ooh.
You mean Rias could use this power too?
I mean, Grius would be amazing at this.
No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them.
This right here.
After a quick tutorial from Moore on how to research and assign new archetypes and how we can swap between them freely, we decide on giving Grius the mage archetype to help us hit some of those damage type bonuses that we so desperately needed in our upcoming fights.
From this sanctum I shall speak to the heart of the man with the eye patch. Grius, feel his resolve and let a new soul dwell in his heart. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of this world. I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage. What is this? Is it truly an archetype? It's the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe it's finally in my grasp.
This place.
Is it a dream? If it is, it's a very vivid one. The scroll has shapes of a language I've never seen before. It must be some kind of formula. It says the royal magic on top. That's a formula for a rather complex spells. When mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formula to scrolls in advance. Hold on, are you saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here of all places? I couldn't begin to tell you. Perhaps the previous king had his reasons for imprisoning me out here after all. I'd love to decipher its contents, but it will take a good amount of time. It's written in a script I've never laid eyes on before. But before you go, there's just one thing. Would you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll? Whoa.
Take a look.
Indeed, it's no more than a simple illustration, but do you not think it bears some resemblance to the Seeker archetype? Moreover, it bears a caption, and mysterious enough, all the language therein. This is the one part I'm able to parse. Oh, it says my name! Oh god. Though I could not begin to tell you why I feel so certain. Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you learn new truths. Oh, wait a minute. Does my character... Is there supposed to be two protagonist names? One for this character itself, and then one for the one in the scroll? Because I just named them the same thing. What's this?
Oh, yeah?
This right here.
It models the movement of the stars. Astronomy is often confused with the study of magic. Times being what they are, the association means both fields have been suppressed. Quite a shame. Wait, really? So wait, magic's being suppressed then? Interesting. Okay, nothing else interesting.
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough.
I wonder if we could have gotten the same dialogue if we chose a different skill for him.
Lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
Oh, hey, it's the traveling salesman. Yeah, how'd you get in?
Is that true?
Damn it.
Oh my god, he's alive.
No.
Sure.
You're right. Oh god, I haven't been reading anything. Shoot. I don't need to go back in the book place. I don't need your... Do I need your items? I mean, we'll see what you have. Do you have anything new? Ooh, what's this? Cures burn for one ally. Yeah, we're gonna need that, actually. Because my guy is weak to burn. Let's get this as well, just in case. Alright. What do you got to say for yourself? That was nearly it for me. Sorry you got dragged into all of this. Most of the god soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs if it helps. Right, considering you're apologizing, I guess you aren't the bad guys. I see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait, a worthless cat, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits, a surefire tactic against your like. I am heartily ashamed. That aside, you're not passing through these caves, are you? You best turn back now if you saw. Something nasty is in the air, lady. The gelatinosis jiggling around in there. They're not like, oh, try chasing blade, but a blade doesn't do much to them. Fire is our best shot. We're getting someone with a igniter blast them. Didn't used to be so many of them around. Now there's so many, we might never clear them out. This place is a right monster den these days. All I'm saying is, it's a long way to the other end of the mountain. No man could get through that unscathed. The king's funeral is upon us. We haven't the time to look for other routes. Not much else we can do then. But we should make sure we use some of that magic. Ooh, that's a cool slime design. What is what's this? This magma here feels awfully dense too. Was it always like this? It was not. This used to be a completely mundane mine shaft, no different from the others. Perhaps this is what Mina was talking about before, something about the interior of this place being unusual. Assassinating Luis is our top priority, do not forget that. Prepare yourselves now, but we'll have time rest until we get there. Mind the numbers and watch your health carefully, we clear?
Come on, cat! Right. Settle this quick. Forward!
Mage!
Oh, he only has fire so far. Well, it's a good thing I chose mage. Oh, he's gonna be using up a lot of mana, actually.
Not worth it.
Oh boy.
Boy, how right I was on that front there. And oh man, there were a ton of enemies in these mines, and they kicked my butt, drained my mana like crazy, to the point where I was crawling on my way to the next major section of this cave system, which turned out to be a save point. Unfortunately, something I didn't know about the save points is about to become very apparent.
Is that so? I don't feel anything. I thought it was just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like Magla hollows out of just for that room. Back in the Sanctum, I learned that fairies are natural adepts at sensing Magla. It's safe to assume that Glacia is no exception. Maybe we can get some rest in there? Why don't we head inside? Oh, are you telling me I just wasted my items? Game. Game, please. I just wasted money. Or I just wasted items. Couldn't tell you much, just the feeling I get. There's varying intensity of magma that floats through the air. For example, think of it like a stream or smoke. Seems not much could seep into this room. A magla hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work as well in here. A magla hollow seems like a good term as any. All the better if Glacia is able to sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot a big absence of magla when the area around it is flooded with this stuff. The beasts seem to loathe to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here while we can. In dungeons you'll find places called magla hollows. Oh wow! Would have been nice to know that wasn't a boss room before I saw it. Let's talk to the allies. This town's crawling with monsters in it. The magla is really dense too. Never imagined it would be this dangerous. Indeed, it's nothing like we were told. Bryce, are you familiar with this place? I don't know of any concrete details, lad, but I can say that these monsters weren't here the last time I passed through. So you're saying these monsters are results of the thick magla? Well, if there's a reason for it, I can only assume it's the workings of magla. But there's no point in speculating. We must focus on fulfilling the mission. We'll keep moving once we've gotten some rest. Let's resume exploring. I hope that fully heals me. It didn't heal me! What do you mean it didn't heal me? What's the point of these things if they don't heal you? Well, at least I didn't waste those items, I guess, but... That's so dumb.
So yeah, turns out that save points don't heal you, as I just found out. The only thing they do though is that they respawn some enemies, which is useful for farming and act as a teleport point. But that's it. They don't heal you, and that was really bad for me because there was some stuff coming up that I really needed that mana for.
How is it you're here? Have you been following us? Well, I consider returning to Grad and Trad. I reckon passing through here would be a shortcut, and it felt safe considering you lot took this way. Seems right foolish in hindsight. There's something bad up ahead. Mark my words. I think I'll head back. But you're continuing on this way, I take it. If there's anything you need, I'll be able to sell it before I leave. This guy's lucky we're good people, man. Otherwise, he would have just been robbed easily. All right, you got anything new for us? No. Okay, well. Get 3 more of those. Wait, does he have weapons? Oh, he does have weapons. No. Let's get one of these.
All right.
Shoot, I didn't realize he sold equipment.
Thank you.
That's unfortunate. I didn't think he sold weapons and stuff. I thought he just sold, like, equipment, or not equipment, items. Wait, something feels off. Really wrong. It's wrong further in. It might be what I was sensing. Unfortunately, we've got no choice but to press on, regardless of what lies ahead. I'm going to open it. Are you ready? Not yet. Let's heal first. Despite the fact that it's gonna eat up all my mana.
All right.
Oh, is that a double boss fight I see coming up? I've never seen anything
like it.
Oh. I didn't realize it was voiced.
Crystal of raw magla. This feels wrong somehow. Now I remember. They say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand, and anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
That's all just superstition, though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
The way it's moving, it's almost like it's protecting the crystal.
Here it comes.
I love the voice. It's just like.
And here we are, our first real boss fight of the game. Usually, those first bosses are quite easy, but this one had a trick up its sleeve that I was not prepared for and did not take seriously because I was thinking it was going to be easy.
Warrior!
Well, you only have one skill, so we're just going to have you do damage.
You need to rush me.
Are you weak to fire? Let's find out. You are weak to fire. Or you are not weak to fire. You're weak to wind. You are resistant to wind. I kind of figured. The front row is being targeted. What if I put everybody in the back row,
And despite what I just said, this is my mistake here because I only put one person in the back row, and I paid dearly for it, as you're about to see very handedly.
300 damage!
Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone
Okay, we're gonna retry that.
So remember, kids, if the game tells you to put stuff in the back row, put them in the back row, you dinguses, because that will happen if you don't.
Let's try this.
Mage! Freeze!
Caught them right in their weak
The
spot.
fight is power.
Sharp as always.
Let me help.
Chris.
Now, what's the play? This calls for one of these.
You hit their weak point.
Blade red. Mage! Crystallize!
Grius, you're our only hope. You are the only one that's able to deal damage here. I love that animation it does. It's like whack, whack.
Falling back.
Might as well keep using the ice chunks.
This'll do.
Get as much damage out as I can.
I'm stepping back. Let's try this.
You hit their weak point.
No need distancing myself. Any means necessary.
Actually, hang on. We have a few of those left. I'm gonna keep him in the front row. Blizz, because that'll be another one.
Stay calm.
Sharp as always, Grius.
Here.
In the name of justice. I'll save
Wait,
this.
you're in the back row, right? Yeah, you're in the back row.
Could do with this.
Pump out as much damage as I can early on.
I would hold back.
And now Grius is in the back line. And we got him down to half HP before his big bonfire thing.
Great job, everyone. Talk about a close call.
Now, we don't have any more of those, so... increases attack again, I guess.
I can't. To the fore. Go for it.
I'm gonna pass over to Grius, though.
Freeze!
Got them right in their weak
I will
spot.
fight with pride.
Sharp as always, Grius.
Let me help.
My thanks. In the name of warrior.
Okay, decent boost to damage. Bot.
Mage! Crystallize!
Looks like we're gonna be able to beat him at least. That's good.
Seeker.
Sharp as always, Grius.
We can do this.
Yeah, the main character is just gonna be a heal bot now.
Tougher than I thought.
Because he doesn't do damage otherwise.
Mage!
Let's stay
Bro,
calm.
there's nothing for you to heal, there's nothing for you to buff. We're just gonna have you do a little damage. 6 damage! That's pathetic.
You're barely
He's gonna get 3 turns out of this.
nice dodge.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have had him block, probably.
I call upon royal power within.
That way they didn't get the extra turn.
Power of heroes!
Got them right in their weak spot.
I can take it.
Sharp as
I
always,
can't afford to.
Grius.
I shall vanquish evil.
There we go. Alright, not too bad. What is AEXP? Archetype XP? Yeah, Archetype XP. And we got a nice Macla potion. Oh, joy, we're level 8!
I feel strong.
Yeah, what do I give you, point-wise? God. Your magic's your only good part right now, so we're gonna keep boosting that, I think. Feels like field soul attacks are very weak right now.
What?
Unless you get, like, really good,
My guess. The
armor and
monsters were
weapons.
drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
Let me hit it with my sword. Oh, that was easy.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
And with that dungeon boss finished, we're on to the next area, to something that I was not expecting to find in a cave system of all things. Something with wings. Hey, do you see that? See what? Oh, don't. Oh my god, is that a dragon? What is that? Just look at the size of it. Not something I'd hope to ever stumble upon. I'm afraid that's a dragon. Dragon? You mean those creatures from legends? I've never seen one with my own eyes. Now I understand why the mine was closed. They must have dug right into this thing's roost and had no choice to back off.
Luke.
This mine taps a magnificent vein of resources. Only something as terrible as a dragon could have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation. Luck is on our side. We've caught it slumbering like this. We can slip past and continue forward. Almost a shame. It has all sorts of things in its little, well, big nest. I can sense something tinged with magma, too. Dragons are ancient and strong. Magma follows in their wake, just the way it goes. Any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it. You're making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight if we try to take it. Don't take this decision lightly. On that note, let's push on. Quietly now. I do mean that. We wake that thing up and we're in for a fight of our lives. There are monsters around here too. Aye, if they see us and cause a ruckus, we're done for. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through. Understood? Good. Let's go. Now see, most normal people would just let the sleeping dragon lie, but I'm just a little bit silly.
Don't panic.
I really want to go see what's that item is. There's a chest back there. And this was a terrible idea, as you can imagine. So let's save ourselves some time and skip to the jot notes of why this was a bad idea. 1, no mana. 2, no health. 3, underleveled. You can imagine why this went terribly. I'm just gonna save you some time here. Don't target the main character. Don't target the main character. Don't target the main. God. Ah.
Everyone, forgive me.
Okay, where does that load me into? That's the real question. Fantasy is dead. Kind of.
Forswear thy
Oh.
path. Thy journey to the throne is but half run.
Yeah, so that was a bad idea. Let's skip ahead a bit to where the story actually continues. Yeah, I can't really do anything about the dragon, sadly. I would like to get his weapon, but we have no mana. We have no weapons. Well, we don't have any good weapons, I guess.
God,
But
let's... Don't panic.
And thus, this time, I made the wise decision to do what the game wanted me to do, and snuck my way around out of the caves, instead of trying to fight the giant dragon that one-shots you. I want that item so badly. I wonder if it's anything good. Problem is, though, I tried fighting that dragon and I got absolutely clowned on by it. Doesn't help also that we're completely out of mana. And the friggin' shopkeeper didn't sell a single mana potion for some reason. I don't know why. I hope I can come back and fight it, though. Somehow we made it through. I was expecting the worst to happen, but thankfully we lived to see another day. We got lucky this time. Had that thing awoken, we'd be in a very different situation. If anyone truly intends to kill the beast, they'd need to have a gauntlet runner. Gauntlet Runner would certainly make our return to Grand Trad much easier. You may as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles have the means to secure a runner for themselves. Yeah, nice, but can we move on? We're still done for if that dragon wakes up, so let's not overstay our welcome.
all right.
That's a long bridge. Oh, dragon's awake. Wait, don't tell me I have to fight it anyways.
Look,
What's going on here? It's getting stronger. Oh, it's a cave-in. If you value your lives, run.
run!
Oh, it's like a little mini-game.
Hurry!
Why is everything exploding? We actually made it out.
We are...
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but We'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's
Yeah, really.
just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Ah, it shows that it's raining. That's cute.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds
Yeah,
me
really.
of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
They were heroes.
Were heroes. It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army? Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days
He had a flying sword?
were all too short. Then,
That's so
12
cool.
years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard.
My god, how much more of this prologue is there?
There was
I've been playing for 4 hours.
One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like
I
tonight,
haven't even bought the game yet.
pouring rain.
Your Highness, this way!
Who let these blackguards into the palace?
Oh, it's the elf girl again. Or not elf, I think they're called like Crosodians or something.
Hurt! Back!
How did we not recognize her?
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
A wench! Jesus.
You know nothing of true knighthood. Pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Well,
Don't falter, give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him.
Wow, being able to use a teleportation spell like that while injured, that's crazy.
I failed him. Again.
What was the first time?
Highness! Highness! What is this?
Why, that's not good.
His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way to dispel the curse. Its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him.
But you never saw his face.
After spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior for his highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country. He must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes, of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
Sometime after the assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked at the royal palace, the place where he is supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again. We stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, His Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected His Highness were kept in the dark. If they had known, they would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason. A terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. Alright, let's sleep. Folks, if you enjoyed this episode of Refantazio, please remember to like and subscribe, give me a comment, let me know what you think. I will see you all next time on the next episode of Refantazio. Have a good one, everyone.